Okay, int a is equal to 10, second variable is int b is equal to 20. Okay, we have a two variables integer type, and we are using a while loop. We use their while loop. Now we are passing the condition there. A is greater than b. Now tell me guys, condition, what is the output of that condition? What is the output of that is statement? A is greater than b. A's value is a 10 and b's value is a 20. Which value is greater than which one? 10 is less than 20. Then obviously which is greater? B is greater than A. So condition is a false. The boolean value is generated there or there false. Then in this scenario, this loop will get execute or not? होगा क्या
No.
execute? No. Okay, very good. Run it. Java application. Okay, output generate हो रहा है कोई output नहीं generate हो रहा है. Now see, if we take over there condition as a b is less than, sorry, a is less than b, then see the output. What is the output? See guys. Okay, program is not saved. See guys, there is the star mark. Control S, run as Java application. See output. So infinite time while loop will work. Why this loop is working at a infinite time? Because there we pass the only conditions. There is no, we use any break statement या तो counter is not used over there. Then it will infinite times. If we want to execute it finite times, then we use the counter variable. So int count. Okay, या तो we use the break statement. Break. Okay, see the output now. Run as Java application. How many times it will work? Once, because over there we use the break statement. When the break statement is reached, then the execution of the program is stopped. Okay, once this loop will get executed, guys. After this line execution, which line is present there? Which statement is there? Over there is a break statement is there. Okay, okay. So now, once break is executed, means the program execution is stopped then. So if you want to use a counts variable, now see how we use in our program. Int I is equal to 1. Passing the condition here. Count plus plus. See, I is greater than or equal to 1. How many times it will work, guys? Initialization variable. Count is equal to 0. The condition I is greater than or equal to 1 means i's value is a initial value is a 0, is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, it is not greater than 1, but it is equal to 1. Then how much time it will execute? We'll see output after the condition satisfied. Now count plus plus. Okay, see guys, is there. Count See. Okay, 2 times we will get the output. Now see initial value. What is the initial value of a count variable, guys? 0 is the initial value, right? Then we incremented count with a 1 count plus plus. In a first condition, i's value is a see guys, I की value कितनी है? I's value is a 0. Sorry, 1. Initial value is a 1 and 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Count की value कितनी है? Initial value of a count is a 0. Okay, the condition is then it will execute. Condition is true, then while loop will get execute. This line of code will get executed, is executed, and then next line is a count plus plus. So what is the initial value of a count? 0 is the initial value of count. So after the execution of a count plus plus, the value of a count is incremented with 1, is incremented 1. Now the value of the now this line, what is the value of a count? There 1 is the value of a count. Okay, so their new value is created and stored into the count variable. Now initial value of I is 1 is greater than then equal to. Now tell me guys, which is a new created value for a count? 1 is the newly created value. Now tell me guys, this condition is true or false? 1 is not greater than 1, but it is equal to the 1. Then this condition is that condition is a true. Then the condition result is a true. Then while loop will get executed. Okay, then is see that is the second output, the second iteration of a loop. Then in next execution of a count, or there is a second value of a count is 1. Again this line is executed. After the execution of count, it is incremented with a 1 value. 1 is incremented with 1 means the second value is a 2. Okay, what next iteration? So now first value is a 0, then next value is a 1. 1 is incremented by 1 is 2. Now next newly created value of a count is a 2. I's value is a initial value 1 is greater than or equal to newly created count value is a 2. 1 is greater than or equal to 2. 1 greater है क्या 2 से? नहीं है. Equal है क्या? नहीं है. Okay, then this condition is a that condition is a false. Okay, then while loop execute होगा क्या guys? While loop will get execute if the condition is false. No execution for the while loop body. Then how many times it will execute guys? Only 2 times. Initial value counts is 0, it is incremented with 1. Second time, in third iteration, count value is a 2 and 2 is greater than 1. It is greater than 1. If in advance, if we doesn't know about the we do not know about the number of iterations, then we use a while loop guys. If the condition is true, then the while loop body will get execute. अगर कंडीशन फॉल्स होगी तो नहीं होगा एग्जीक्यूशन किसका? while loop का. Okay, it's totally depends on the condition. In case if we do not know in advance iteration of a outputs, then we use a while loop guys. Then second होता है कि do while loop. See guys, here in case if you want to execution once, one of the times want the execution of a while loop, in that case we use the do while loop. अगर हमें ना once output होना है while loop का, once execution, we want execution of a while loop at least once, then we use the do while loop. So their syntax is a, now take a screenshot guys of this program. Completed. Completed guys.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. अगर हमें once this while loop body execute करनी है at least once, then we use the do while loop. So यहीं पे अगर हम do while लगा देते हैं, do या हमने लिख दिया body ऐसा hello Java. Okay. Now how many times output is generated guys? How many times output is created? 2 times, we know the condition. But in a do while loop, if before the condition check, before the condition check, while loop will get execute before the condition check, because this condition is written after the closing bracket, right? Now see the output. Okay, infinite time it will work. How to set a count? We pass the count variable count plus. Okay, it will execute 3 times. Hello Java 2 times. Okay, it is fine. See guys, in this scenario, if the condition is false, we set there one condition. See the I is less than count. Okay, count is the first initial value of count is a 0. Now then what is the condition is there? What is the output of the condition? I is a 1. I is less than or equal to 0. I 0 से लेस होता है क्या? नहीं होता है. Okay, it is equal to the 1. Now 1 is equal to the 0. No, then condition is a false. Then what is the output of this program? हाँ भाई रुक जाओ. हाँ ओके, तो भी क्या हो रहा है? कंडीशन फॉल्स है तो भी हमारा while loop एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है. वंस एटलीस्ट वंस है ना while loop की बॉडी एग्जीक्यूट हो रही है. जैसे कि डू में हमने रखा है लॉजिक लिख के सिस्टम डॉट डॉट प्रिंटलन हेलो जावा, एंड कंडीशन कब चेक हो रही है? आफ्टर दैट एग्जीक्यूशन. After that execution, condition is verified. The result of that condition is a false. But before that result, the loop is was executed. Okay, तो loop का execution complete हो रहा है before the verify condition of a while. जबकि हमें एटलीस्ट वंस अगर लूप एग्जीक्यूट करवाना है while में, तो हम किस लूप का यूज करेंगे guys? Then we use the do while loop. Okay, see this is the that is the syntax of a while loop. डू लगा दो, उसके बाद बॉडी जो भी स्टेटमेंट हम आपको एग्जीक्यूट करवाना है एटलीस्ट वंस, इफ द कंडीशन इज फॉल्स, इन द सेंस ऑफ कंडीशन ट्रू और फॉल्स, आपको एटलीस्ट वंस एग्जीक्यूट करना है. देन वी यूज द डू व्हाइल लूप. एंड फर्स्ट थिंग होती है कि इफ वी डू नॉट नो इन एडवांस हाउ मेनी टाइम्स execute the loop, then we use the while, and next होता है कि once at least once हमें execution होना है while का, then we use the do while loop. Wait 1 minute guys. Now see, this is the syntax of a for loop. See, for, then parenthesis, initialization, separated it by semicolon, condition, semicolon, increment and decrement. Okay. The for loop body. This is the syntax for a for loop. When we use the for loop, guys, if you know the iterations of a loop, how many times output get on a console, then we use the for loop, right? See this. This is the first statement, initializations. Here we pass the local variable, guys. Here we pass the variable with the value. We are created a variable within the block, means within the parenthesis, then that variable is a local variable. Okay. Initializations part will execute once. It is executed once. Initialization, how many times it will get executed, guys? Once. एक ही बार execute होता है. Ins is, it is equal to 10. This is the value at that, at where, at the initialization statement, at the place of initialization statement. Next होती है कि condition. See guys, there is a three statement: initialization, condition, increment and decrements. So both these three test statements are separated by using the semicolons. Okay. Now here we use also any Java statements, valid Java statement at the place of initialization. Okay, we can pass there or there any statement of a Java there. Now next होती है कि condition. There we pass the condition. Here we set the condition, means which generate the boolean value. Okay, that generate the boolean value, true and false. If the condition is a true, loop getting executed. If the condition is true, loop will be get executed. Okay, if the condition is a false, then loop execution will be stopped. Loop execution is stopped, guys. And their next statement is a increment and decrement. There we use the increment and decrement statement, guys. There we can use their I plus plus, I minus minus, means with increment 1, decrement by 1. Okay, we can make there any statement. Okay, now see practically, guys, how it is work. So how many times want to output? I want to output of 4 times, 5 times. I want to execute some statements. How much time? 10 times. Then we go for a for loop. Okay, Java. How many times want to execution of this statement? Want this execution of that statement 10 times. Then we use a for loop. If we do not want more, okay, for limited period of execution, then we are not using the for loop, guide. But more than the 10, 5 times want a execution of a same result, want a same statement on a console. Now see, if you want to execute this Java on a 4 time on a console, we can use it directly sy so 4 times. Okay, but this is the redundancy, means code redundancy. We can write same code again and again, but that is not a good practice. Okay, we go for a for loop. Want to more iterations, can we use a for loop? How we can use a for loop, guys? For parenthesis, here we pass how many times want to execute a Java on a console. See guys, uh, we would like to 5 times, then we initialize int I is equal to 1. Now see, and set the condition I is less than or equal to 5. See, I plus plus, then the okay, there is a this thing is optional, curly braces and close and opening brackets are optional for a single statement. For the single statement, that is the optional. Say how many time it will execute, guys? Initial value of I is a 1. 1. What is the condition? 1 is greater than or equal to 5. 1 is greater than 5. No, it is not greater than 5. It is equal to 5. No, it is not equal to the 5. The condition is false. Then the iteration will get executed or not. The program will not be executed. The code of statement won't be executed because condition is a false. In which is their condition less than. 1 is less than or equal to 5. 5 say less than 1. Yes, it is less than 5. The condition is a true. Condition is a true. Now see guys. Firstly, initialization statement is executes once. How many times initialization statement it will get executed? Once. एक ही बार initialization statement execute होती है. Okay, then move forward. Condition check होती है. In a for loop, condition is checked by the JVM. Okay, if the condition is a true, then directly execution pointer will come into the for loop body, and this statement will be executed. After the execution of a for loop, the cursor will come where or there I plus plus increment statement. It is incremented with 1. Again incremented. Initial value of I is a hello Jagdish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mute. Okay. Now see, I is increment with a 1 value. Okay. After the incrementation, then the cursor will go where? कहाँ जाएगा cursor? Will check the condition. Okay. पहले से क्या होता है कि initialization will get once. एक ही बार execute होता है. Execution होने के बाद condition check होती है. After that condition is checked. Condition is true, then it will come inside the body. The number of statements which are presented statements are executed. After that execution of statements, the cursor come at across at the increment statement I plus plus. If once it is incremented, then it will go back where it will check the condition. Cursor will check the condition is there. So now after the increment, initial value of I is 1. Now after the increment, what is the value of I? Value is 2. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. Then वो यहाँ आएगा क्या initial condition में? नहीं. Okay, once execute होती है only. यहाँ से while loop execute होगा. Then इंक्रीमेंट होगा, न्यू वैल्यू होगी अपने आएगी. व्हाट इज द न्यू वैल्यू? 3. यस, लेस देन और इक्वल टू 5. लेस देन इट विल एग्जीक्यूट. नेक्स्ट होगी 4 लेस देन और इक्वल टू 5. यस, देन 5 होगी लेस है इक्वल भी है. यस, कंडीशन इज ट्रू, विल गेट एग्जीक्यूट. नेक्स्ट इटरेशन में क्या होगी वैल्यू? व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ आई? 6. 6 is less than or equal to 5. 6 is less than 5. No, it is not less than 5. 6 is equal to 5. No, 6 is not equal to the 5. Condition is false.
false.
then loop execute होगा क्या? execute नहीं होगा. Okay, now see the output. First we have to save it, run as java page. Okay, see guys, java 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 java, how many times? 1 2 3 4 5, 5 times we use the output. अगर हमें पहले से पता है कि हमें आउटपुट है ना कितनी बार प्रिंट करना है, how much time of get the output on a console, पहले से पता होता है ना एडवांस में, तो हम किसका यूज करते हैं उस केस में गाइस? देन वी यूज द फॉर लूप. What is the syntax for parenthesis? In parenthesis, there we pass the three statements: initialization, condition, and increment, decrement. At the place of initialization, we can put over there any Java statement. Okay. कोई भी valid Java statement we can place at the initialization. But if we are not passing any condition, we are not putting any condition there or there, then by default which condition is there? True condition is available there. Okay, but once for loop will get executes. Okay, here also at the increment and decrement statement, at that place we can put any valid Java statement we can use there. Okay, if in advance we know the how much time of this logic will get execute, then we use the for loop guys. Okay, यहाँ पे अगर हमें execute करना है, I की value execute करवानी है, तो how many times it will get execute? Sorry, the I. I variable. See, initial value 1 2 3 4 5 up to the still condition is 2. 1 2 3 4 5 up to result is printed on a console. We change the condition over there, set as a 10. Then what is the result? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. ओके, अगर हमें इनिशियल में 1 to 10 वैल्यू अगर प्रिंट करनी है, सो गाइस वी वांट टू प्रिंट अ 1 to 10 वैल्यू, we are assigning a initial value for I is 1. If we assign there 0, then what is the output? It printed from the 0 value. We are getting the output from the 0. Now see, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, depends on the iterations. Okay, getting guys? Got it?
Sir, hello.
Yes.
Can you explain for decrement?
Okay, see guys, यहाँ पे increment कर रहे हैं by 1. Now set there
Minus.
decrement and we'll set the condition. So I will the 1. Now guys, initial value is now we put we assign a 10. The condition 10 is greater than or equal to, okay, 10 is greater than or equal to 1. See the output, we print reverse. Okay, 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. अगर हमें ना कोई भी इसी सिनेरियो है कि कोई कंडीशन है कि वहाँ पे ना हमें सिचुएशन में डिक्रीमेंट यूज करना है. Initial value something, initial value is there or there in our logic, we want to decrement it, we want to iteration up to the less value, then we use the decrement statement. अगर कोई लॉजिक है हमारे पास ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है, हमें जैसे कि हम अमेजोन पे यूज करते हैं ना, अप टू दिस वैल्यू वांट टू सर्च अ प्रोडक्ट, सर्च फॉर उस वैल्यू तक ही करना है हमें, वहाँ पे डिक्रीमेंट भी वर्क हो जाता है इंटरनली। ओके, गेटिंग दिस?